Hello, everyone. Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm so happy to connect with you all today. I think this year is the first time that I'm connecting now with you. So, wish you all a very happy New Year, a year filled with millions of opportunities for your growth and development. I have started this series to share my stories, and all these concepts came in my mind when, like, for New Year, we went to two different places and we met so many new people, and so many new stories were there. So I thought, why not to start the year with sharing stories? And in this series, I'll be sharing my personal stories and my take on those stories in my life and how I see things. So it may help you at some point, and you may be able to pick up something from those stories. Please write in comments, hello, and from where you're joining. I'm so happy to hear your stories. What do you think about life? What's happening in your life? From which part of the world you are joining? I'll be really happy to hear from you. And there was some challenge with my mic. So if you're not able to hear me, please let me know in comments if you have any challenge. We are live right now on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So any, like, all the comments I'll be able to see here. So if you have any challenges, please write in comments over here. So let's get started with our story today. It's my very personal story, and I it's very close to my heart because this has helped me to to reach where I am today. So hi, Mr. Rao, welcome. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. So the story started when I was like, okay, I'll give you a little background about it. My dad, he studied in Hindi medium. My mom also, because that was a trend in India during that time. So, and his English was excellent. His grammar and vocabulary, everything was perfectly fine. He was an amazing person. I miss him so much. Anyway, so when I was like till grade four, year four, grade four, we had a grade system, not the year system. So the grade four, I studied in Hindi medium. And my mom realized that me and my sister is 1.5 year elder to me, and I have a brother who's 7 years younger to me. So when we were I was in grade four, my mom realized that she wanted us to shift from Hindi medium to English medium. She had some thoughts and she wanted us to like work in the multinational organization. She had some vision. So she decided that okay, we used to go move to English medium school. My father had entirely different point of view on this or take on this because he studied in Hindi medium and he had excellent teachers at that time who helped him to reach like to achieve great heights in his life. So he was insisting that we continue in Hindi, but my mom was having views that we go to English medium school. So that was a conflict, like all other parents, that what is the best they try to do, what best they can do for their children. So they decided to do it. Finally, as usual, my mom won the battle and we were shifted to English medium school. And you'll be surprised to know, till grade 4, I knew nothing about English other than only alphabets, some words I knew, and I knew only to write my name, not even surname. If I write surname, I'll make some A here and there, I'll make some mistake. So that was a level of my English, and my mom took a chance to put us in English medium school that time. I was terrified. First day when we went to school, I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? I don't know anything what people are talking to each other. I don't understand what teachers are talking, what students are talking, what is happening. And my father gave little brief, like if they say it's a prayer time, you have to go out and stand and all those things. He gave little brief. That helped us. And then my mom felt that okay, kids are finding it a bit challenging. So our principal was very good. It's a small town of Vidisha. So principal was very kind, and she said, okay, these girls are trying to like have a transition from Hindi medium to English medium, and they don't know anything in English. So let me help them out. Her name was Suman Srivastav, and she was really kind person. So she said, okay, she will take tuition for us evening 5 to 6. So after school, my dad will drop us to her home. It was very far. So we used to go in scooter. I still remember me and my sister will sit behind that scooter and we go. and then she'll take our like classes, she'll take basics. Can you imagine, principal of a school, she was teaching us ABCD and spelling, and we are in grade 5 at this time. I was in grade 5 and my sister was in grade 6. That passion, that love for children. I always say that where whatever we do in our life, we don't do it alone. There are so many people behind us, thousands of people to whom we forget as we grow. But if she would not have taken those tuition classes for us, maybe I would not have reached here. Maybe I would have dropped out from English medium, gone back to Hindi medium school, right? Or maybe something else would have happened. So because she helped me, I could be able to reach somewhere in my life. And we should always be thankful to people, those who help in our journey. Maybe it's a very small help, we feel it right now, but that point of time it was the most important help for us. So she was taking tuition for us. And I remember once my dad told my mom, actually I overheard their conversation, when in the first test I did not get good marks. So my dad was telling my mom that still the time is there, you change school, put them back in Hindi medium school, your daughters will fail. And I still remember that sentence, exact sentence, your daughters will fail if you do, they will lose 1 year. And my mom responded, I'm ready to sacrifice 1 year of their life to make sure they become something in their life. So for some strange reason that sentence stuck in my mind, and I still remember that. We continued our studies and we went ahead. And like when the year finished, we wrote exam. We used to have fifth used to be the board exam that time. I don't know what is now, but fifth used to be the board exam. So exam papers will come from outside, like from the central government, and then we have to write, and it will go to some other school for correction. So it was also challenge because it will not be corrected by my school teacher. It will be corrected by somebody else. So I wrote exam. We used to have 5 subjects: Hindi, English, math, science, and I think social science something. I got distinction in 4 subjects out of 5. Especially in English, I got highest marks. Only one subject I did not get distinction was Hindi, and my dad was shocked. So I got distinction in 4 subjects. And my mom was super happy. Now she has won the battle and she was ready to say that, okay, see that I took a challenge, I took a risk, and now see what our girls have done. So my mom was very happy. My dad was also happy, but he was feeling little defeated because he was more focused on proving that he is right, his decision is right. And my mom was trying her best to make sure that her decision is right. But anyways, and I have never learned the basics of English, so grammar or pronunciation, like the phonics and all. When I see my daughter, she's learning and she corrects me a lot of time. So I realize, oh, this is the way you like read a word, because I have just memorized those things. And believe me, till date, I make thousands of mistakes. My husband corrects, my daughter corrects sometimes. Sometimes I use tool autocorrect and all that for that. Still, I make lot of mistakes. You would have seen that all my posts there is always edited will be written. Why? Because I write something, one of my friend will send message or call me, or my husband will say, why did you write this? You have to correct the choice spelling, or the choose spelling is correct incorrect, or you have put the wrong punctuation. I go and correct it. So in all my posts you will see that edited sign is there, because I go and edit it. Why I'm sharing this story is because many times there are many lessons to this story. The first very important lesson which I want to share with you is that you don't have to have the perfect start or perfect middle or perfect end of your story. You just need an interesting story. And a story becomes interesting, it is your life story, and it becomes interesting when there are challenges, and every time you keep evolving in those challenges. I hope you're able to hear because my mic is still showing the red color. So if you have any problem in hearing me, just write in comments and I'll try to fix my audio. So the one lesson which I want to tell is that you don't have to have perfect beginning or middle or end. You just have to keep moving on. You just have to keep on going in your life, take new challenges, do new things, and just go ahead. Sometimes you will find some people in your life, and they will tell you. Just a second, let me fix. I think my mic is having some problem. I'll go to this one. Let's see if it helps me. Just a second. Are you able to hear me? Just, I'm so sorry for this. Hello? Okay, I think it shows that it's working. Yeah. So you don't have to have perfect beginning or perfect middle or perfect end. Just start where you are and keep moving. You are hero of your story. You are writing your story. Keep taking new challenges and go ahead. The second most important thing I want to tell you is that there will be a point when the world will try to make you feel that you are not enough. And it has happened with me. I will not name them, but hundreds of times I have failed. My things have got rejected. And once somebody called me on phone, they don't know what is the story behind me. I wrote an article, and that lady called me and she said, Neetu, you need to improve on your English. My content was extremely good. I sent that for a magazine at UA level. And the lady called me and she said that your content, she did not talk about content. She said, Neetu, you need to improve your English. You have so many mistakes. And I cannot sit and correct your grammar in English. I felt hurt. I cried that day because she doesn't know my story, that how did I have reached here. So I did some editing to that and I sent it to US, and then that article got published in American Society of Quality. The same article, in fact, that still had mistakes, but American Society of Quality people, they said the content is extremely good. Their little grammar has to be corrected. That we will take care. Don't worry about it. So why I'm sharing all these things with you? World will try to make you feel that you are not enough because they are seeing from their glasses. They don't know your story, that how you have reached here. Don't listen to them. Others opinion, it is their opinion, it's not a fact. What you understand is the fact. So don't take every feedback as a feedback. You don't have to take it. Maybe it's just their opinion. An opinion has no basis, no fact to it, right? Second thing, find your strength and focus on your core strength, focus on your content. Other things can be corrected as you move on, but your core strength, your content has to be, your message has to be very clear and very strong. This is very important. The second thing is, if you get rejected at small level or the local level, you will get selected at international level. So whenever you get rejected, just enjoy. I celebrate every rejection because I know every time I have got rejected at the smaller level, I have got selected at the higher level for exactly same thing. There is out somebody in the world who will value your work. So don't give up just because somebody has rejected you. Maybe they don't realize your value right now. So it's okay, you just move on and try another place until you succeed in your life, and keep improving your craft. So that was the reason I selected this thing. And trust me, I have got more number of rejections in my life than like acceptance or the appreciation or the success. The third most important message I want to give you, especially for parents and working parents, I work with lot of professionals for different assignment coaching and like lot of things, that their startups and other thing. Anyway, that's another thing. So when I work with different professionals and they are parents, of course, I have seen one trend very common. When a one parent makes a choice, other parent most of the time focuses on, if they have different point of view, they try to focus so much on making sure that the first parent who has made choice is wrong. And this is just to satisfy their ego and say that after everything happens, see, I told you you were wrong and I was right. But in this battle of ego between parents, ultimately the child is there who suffers. I have seen it like if one parent decides to put in them different syllabus or different school, or let them choose some kind of courses or subjects, and if the one parent doesn't agree, they both have their own conflict and each one try to prove the other person wrong. But they are so focused on their ego that they forget that they are here to help child grow in their life. So just I want you to take some time and reflect on your relationship with your spouse and your children and see, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on proving yourself right, or you focusing on doing the right thing in your life? Why I brought this point, because as I mentioned while telling this story, My dad told that your daughters will fail. And that sentence I remember because it has hurt me. It has hurt me because he used word your daughter, not our daughter. So that moment of time I felt, am I not his daughter? Why is he telling that? And second thing I felt that he's not going to support me to improve my English, although his English is excellent. But right now he's focused on proving that my mother is wrong. So he's not going to help me. And I felt that, okay, my mom doesn't know English and my dad is not going to support. What am I going to do? Now, in their battle, I'll be like stuck. So, of course, he was a great father and he did everything he could do, like any other father for us. But that sentence, as a child, as like year five, the grade five child, it stuck in my brain still. So, I want you to reflect, like, just reflect on this story, reflect on your relationship, and see that where is that point where you feel stuck, which you need to work on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a rejection, whether it's something is holding you back, whether it's you're taking somebody's feedback so seriously. What is at one point where you are stuck in your life and you need to move on? Just let go of it, forgive yourself, forgive other person, and move on to the next milestone. I would love to hear your stories as well. Please write in comments your stories. And in this series, I'm planning to share my personal stories, some big, some small, some silly, some more stupid, like I have done the most stupid things in my life. So I'll share those stories. And purpose is that they may resonate with you and you may pick something from it which will help you to grow in your life. I love to connect with you all. Please write in comments, connect with me for any help you need ever in your life. All the best. Love you guys. Take care. Bye bye. And happy weekend.